I can see everyone's secrets and desires. Like the poorest kid in our class? Turns out he's actually the lost only child of the richest family in the country. Or our art teacher who looks like a total gentleman? Yeah, he's been hooking up with female students behind closed doors. But what really caught me off guard was our school's ice queen. 3 days ago, she walked past me after dance practice, and a whole list popped up above her head. 1. Get a puppy. 2. Move out of her dorm. 3. Find a man who can keep a secret and be in a stable, hidden relationship with her. 4. Get absolutely wasted with zero regrets. 5. She didn't want to go back to her dorm tonight. Seeing all that, my brain short-circuited and I just blurted out, I know a bar nearby. Want to grab a drink? Luo Qingsu tilted her head looking surprised. Right now, in the dead silence of that hallway, I swear I could hear my own heartbeat. Then I watched as Get Wasted and Don't Go Back to the Dorm shot straight up to the top of her desire list, landing at number 1 and 2. Right then, she narrowed her eyes and smiled. Sure. My heart was pounding, because I realized this power was actually real. So I took her to a bar called Nightfall. Even though it was late, the place was still packed. I ordered some drinks and we just sat there chatting and sipping. That's when I started scanning the crowd near the dance floor. Everywhere I looked, I could see what people were thinking above their heads, even their subconscious desires. Like this girl at a booth, maybe a 6 out of 10, hair all messy, drink in one hand, going absolutely wild to the music. Her number 1 desire? My boyfriend cheated. I'm pissed. I want to find some random guy to party with all night just to get back at him. Not far from her sat a quiet girl in a white backless dress and heels. Next to her was some slicked back hair dude who looked like a corporate exec, leaning in and whispering something to her. Her number 1 desire? Welcome to the HIV family. And that exec, totally clueless about what he was walking into, his desire list read, drink up. Once you finish this glass, I'm taking more than just your time. The bar was a jungle of neon lights, illuminating every face, some creepy, some wild, some happy, some miserable. 1,000 faces, 1,000 stories. I sat there watching it all and couldn't help but crack the craziest smile. Half an hour ago, I was just a broke drama student. But now, I could feel the gears of fate starting to turn. What are you looking at? Luo Qingsu downed her drink and studied me, like she was trying to figure something out. She couldn't explain it, but something about me tonight just seemed magnetic. Like I had everything around me under control. I turned my gaze back to her. Instead of answering, I asked, why don't you want to go back to your dorm? She flinched, caught off guard. How'd you know I don't want to go back? I picked up my glass with a smirk. If you wanted to go back, would you be out here drinking with me? She laughed. Oh, so that's how we figured it out. I don't want to go back because I'm sick of those girls in my dorm. They're always talking behind my back, saying I'm some sugar baby, or that I do escort work on the side for cash. I paused. Honestly, that was pretty much what I thought about her too. She pursed her lips and kept going. With my family's money, why would I need to do any of that? Just to avoid gossip, I don't even get picked up at school. I walked to an alley a mile away before getting in my car. And they still won't shut up. Hearing that, my whole impression of her shifted. So that's how it really was. Turns out she wasn't just gorgeous, she was loaded too. From what I remembered, she caused quite a stir when she first enrolled. After that, she kept a pretty low profile. Other than rumors about her being someone's sugar baby or doing escort work, she really didn't have much gossip around her. At least from what I could tell, she'd never actually dated anyone at school. But a girl this perfect, why would she want a secret, long-term relationship? And why was it number 3 on her desire list? So Suchen, why'd you suddenly ask me out for drinks? She rested her chin on her hand. Those pretty eyes locked right on me. I smiled and didn't look away, even felt a little amused. What would happen if I just read her desire list out loud right now? So I said, because I've been thinking about moving out, and I want to get a puppy. The second those words left my mouth, her eyes lit up. So I kept going. Plus, tonight I just want to get completely wasted. Her eyes got even brighter. Then let's not stop till we're hammered. Right then, a guy walked over with a drink. He was heading for Luo Qingsui, but seeing me next to her, he switched course toward the girl who wanted revenge on her boyfriend. Noticing me staring at that girl, Luo Qingsui smirked. Is she prettier than me? I shook my head. Nah, I just feel bad for her. Why? Because she's about to get drugged and taken.
What?
Luo Qingsu froze, staring at my calm face in disbelief. Then she turned and looked at the girl with me. I didn't say more. I already knew what was on that guy's list. Get her hooked on drugs first, then put her to work. The next moment, Luo Qingsui watched as the guy slipped something into the girl's drink right after chatting her up. She started panicking. How did you know that? No way I was telling her about my power. So I made something up. I saw it earlier. What do we do? Should we go tell her? She jumped up, but I grabbed her hands and pulled her back. Those guys are all with him. It won't help. Besides, her boyfriend just showed up. Luo Qingsui looked toward the entrance. Sure enough, a frantic guy had just rushed in. His eyes were darting around, searching for his girlfriend. Oh my god. Luo Qingsui stared at me in shock. She couldn't figure out how I knew all this. Why this guy who flew under the radar at school seemed to know everything. Let's go. Things are about to get ugly. I grabbed her hand. Before that boyfriend could even find his girl, I'd already pulled Luo Qingsui out of the bar. Late at night, we stood on the sidewalk. The music was still thumping behind us. Then came the screams. The music cut dead, and we heard bottles shattering. Yep, fight broke out. Luo Qingsu's jaw was on the floor the whole time. Suchen, what are you? How do you know all this? How do you just know everything? I flagged down a cab and turned back to her with a smile. Didn't your acting professor teach you? The foundation of acting is observing people. I pay attention to details, body language, micro-expressions, so I can usually figure out what someone's thinking. She just stared at me, dumbfounded. Then, Suchen, can you guess what I want to do right now? I felt a smile creep across my face. Driver, take us to the Wanda Vista Hotel. I turned and gave her a knowing look. So, is this what you had in mind? Luo Qingsui burst out laughing. She didn't feel the slightest resistance. She just thought I was fascinating, wrapped in this aura of mystery. She kept glancing at me, her mind racing with all kinds of thoughts. Meanwhile, I was doing my own calculations. This was exciting, sure, but way too unexpected. It was almost the end of the month. I was flat broke, maybe 1,000 yen left in my WeChat wallet. Thank God I still had a credit card with a 10 grand limit. Taking a girl like Luo Jingsui to a hotel, I couldn't exactly book a budget motel. That'd be embarrassing. We both had our own thoughts running. Then the driver hit the brakes and I looked up. There it was, the Wanda Vista Hotel. Wait, after getting out, she suddenly grabbed my arm. Should we bring a bottle up? I gave her a half smile. Didn't get enough earlier? For some reason, she was actually getting nervous now. I didn't think much of it. Girls are like that. They might want to do something wild, but when it's actually happening, the nerves kick in. I got it. I kept walking her toward the hotel. Don't worry, we'll just order room service. A few minutes later, the front desk handed me the key card. I took her hand and stepped into the elevator. Never in my life had I felt this kind of control over my own destiny. An hour ago, I was envying other people's lives. Now, the hottest girl in our drama school, a rich, beautiful senior, was leaning against my shoulder. The elevator opened. 2 girls with designer bags walked past us. High-end escorts? I blinked. I'd only ever heard about them, never actually seen any. And today I ran into 2 at once. Any other day I probably would have stared.